Meantime, there are other areas in the Twin Tiers that are worried about similar situations this weekend.
That's right. Warmer temperatures mean the ice and snow we see today will melt, and that could mean more ice jams. As WNY's TV's Tanja Rekhi found out, local emergency management is keeping an eye on any potential flooding. Tanja?
Jennifer and Ben, back in 2011, we saw a similar situation in Campbell. Freezing temperatures, then a warm-up, then rain, and before we knew it, ice jams in the Cohocton River flooded blocks.
This was the scene in Campbell winter of 2011. Main Street was completely flooded, shutting down schools for 2 days and leaving people with tons of water in their homes.
I'm in the flood zone, so it was a little rougher than normal. But luckily for me is I got family on the hill, so I was able to go up there.
Like many neighbors in Campbell, 6 feet of water rushed into Taylor's home, and it was all because of these ice jams.
It's happened here many times in the past, 94, 96, 98. Seems like every 2 years we get a bad flood in the wintertime. Maybe now's our time.
That's why Steuben County Acting Director of Emergency Management, Tim Marshall, is keeping an eye on things. It looks pretty good here in Bath on the Cohocton. Most of the ice has already melted. Tim Marshall has been in touch with Campbell town officials who say the channel is clear. So far, they aren't expecting any issues.
But then again, ice jam moves, so ice that forms upstream from Campbell could eventually come down and choke in that area. So you're not entirely out of the woods, and you never know where an ice jam's going to form.
Neighbors sure weren't out of the woods in 2011. Marshall doesn't anticipate things getting that bad this time around.
It's Mother Nature. You can't control Mother Nature. So I would say at this point not to overreact, because we're only talking about a half an inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain, which isn't large significant.
And Marshall says people should know their evacuation routes, move items out of areas that are flood prone, and monitor conditions. You can also get a NOAA weather radio like you saw in the story, or check out WENY on Facebook. WENY's First Warning Weather team will have the latest National Weather Service alerts posted. Tanja Rekhi, WENY News.